Hello and welcome to Sports 360 Degree, your ultimate destination for the latest news, highlights and insights from the world of sports. In this edition of Sports 360 Degree, we will explore how India tame England Bazball cricket, dissect the face-off between BCCI versus Shreyas Iyer and Ishan Kishan. Plus, we'll ponder whether Dhruv Jurel is the new MS Dhoni of Indian cricket, but that's not all. In the world of football, we will analyze Paul Pogba's shocking doping ban, Liverpool's triumph in the League Cup, and wrap up the latest action from the FA Cup. So sit back, relax and get ready for a thrilling ride to the world of sports. But first up, the course to your tracking this way. India has tamed England Bazball, marking Ben Stokes' first series defeat as captain. Youngster like Yashasvi Jaiswal and Dhruv Jurel shine, while senior player Rohit Sharma and Ravichandran Ashwin excel. Kuldeep Yadav's all-round brilliance add depth to the India's performance. The win extends India's home Test series winning streak to 17, showcasing their resilience and dominance in Test arena.
In a thrilling showdown in the fourth Test match in Ranchi, India rode to victory, handing England's Test captain Ben Stokes the first series defeat at the helm. With a resounding 5-wicket win, India secured an unassailable 3-1 lead in the 5-match Test series, diminishing the Bazball hype that had accompanied England's tour. Amidst the absence of the stalwarts like Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami and KL Rahul, it was the young guns who rose to the occasion, propelling India to glory. Yashasvi Jaiswal's scintillating form continued as he notched up crucial runs, matching Kohli's record for the most runs in a Test series against England. Dhruv Jurel's composed innings, especially his invaluable knock of 90 in the first innings, provided the backbone for India's triumph. While youngsters stole the limelight, the experienced duo of Rohit Sharma and Ravichandran Ashwin oozed the class with their stellar performances. Ashwin's achievement of becoming the leading Test wicket taker in India, surpassing the legendary Anil Kumble, underscored his dominance. Rohit Sharma crossing the 4,000 run mark in Tests and notching up his 17th Test 50 showcased his enduring prowess. Kuldeep Yadav emerged as an unexpected hero, exhibiting his prowess with both bat and ball. His gritty partnership with Jurel and crucial 4-wicket haul in England's second innings demonstrated his versatility and impact on the game. India's triumph in Ranchi extended their impeccable record in Test series at home to 17, a testament to their dominance in familiar conditions. The victory not only marked a significant milestone in India's cricketing history but also served as a proof to the depth and resilience of the team. In conclusion, India's victory over England in Ranchi not only showcased their prowess on the field but also signalled an era of dominance, underlining the team's ability to overcome challenges and emerge victorious against formidable oppositions. Narayan Singh's report for DD India.
Meanwhile, the Board of Control for Cricket in India on Wednesday terminated the central contracts of Indian middle-order batter Shreyas Iyer and wicketkeeper Ishan Kishan in what was a big move from the national body. The exclusion of Iyer and Kishan is being seen as a stern message to young players unwilling to put in the hard yards in the first-class cricket while chasing the white ball glory and the lucrative IPL contracts. More in this report.
In a big move, the Indian Cricket Board BCCI dropped Indian middle-order batter Shreyas Iyer and wicketkeeper batter Ishan Kishan from its annual central contracts list 2023-24. The national body removed Iyer and Kishan from the central contract list, despite both of them featuring in India's ODI World Cup campaign last year. The duo were excluded after ignoring the directive from BCCI to play the Ranji Trophy. There were many speculations about the duo being dropped after their reluctance to play domestic red ball competition. Ishan Kishan took a break midway into India's tour of South Africa, after which he was not picked for the T20I series against Afghanistan and the Test series against England. Indian cricket team head coach Rahul Dravid made it absolutely clear that Ishan Kishan had to play some form of the game to make a return to the national team. However, he kept on missing the Ranji Trophy matches for his state team Jharkhand. Dravid had said after the Vizag test, "There's a way back for anyone and everyone. It's not that we rule out anybody from anything. I just don't want to go on laboring about the Ishan Kishan point. I have tried to explain it as best as I can. The point was that, he requested a break. We were happy to give him the break, and whenever he was ready, I didn't say he has to play domestic cricket. I said whenever he is ready, he needs to play some cricket and come back, and the choice is his. Shreyas Iyer recently excused himself from a Ranji Trophy game of Mumbai due to a back issue. While Ishan Kishan was in Grade C, Shreyas Iyer was in Grade B of the retainership contracts for the 2022-23 season. Meanwhile, among the other players, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah and Ravindra Jadeja figure in the A+ category as 30 players were included in the central contracts list. 6th player are Ashwin, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, KL Rahul, Shubman Gill and Hardik Pandya are in the A category, while Suryakumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel and Yashasvi Jaiswal have got B category contracts. As many as 15 players have been handed C category contracts list, including the likes of Rinku Singh, Tilak Verma and Sanju Samson. The selection committee has also recommended fast bowling contracts for Akashdeep, Vijay Kumar Vyashak, Umran Malik, Yash Dayal and Vidwat Kavirappa. Akashdeep had impressed on debut in the recent 4 tests against England, which India won to seal the series. Sports Desk, DD India.
Dhruv Jurel, India's emerging cricket sensation, fills the void left by Rishabh Pant with a standout performance in his second test. Awarded player of the match for his match-winning knocks, Jurel's composure draws comparison to legendary MS Dhoni. His partnership with Shubman Gill sealed India's series win against England, leading 3-1. India's search for a reliable wicketkeeper batsman post Rishabh Pant's absence seems to have found a promising answer in the form of Dhruv Jurel. At just 23 years old, Jurel showcased his prowess in his second test, earning the player of the match title for his remarkable performance against England in Ranchi. His invaluable knock of 90 runs in the first innings set the tone, drawing comparisons to the legendary MS Dhoni for his calmness behind the stumps with the bat, a compliment echoed by none other than Sunil Gavaskar. But Jurel's impact didn't stop there. On a challenging fourth-day track, he stood firm alongside Shubman Gill, guiding India to a series-clinching victory with an unbeaten 39 runs. His contribution not only secured a 3-1 lead in the series but also underscores his ability to handle pressure and deliver when it matters most. As India gears up for the final test in Dharamshala, Jurel's emergence adds depth to the team's lineup, signalling a bright future for Indian cricket. With this blend of batting prowess and wicket-keeping skills, Dhruv Jurel has truly arrived on the international stage, earning accolades and admiration from each performance. Narayan Singh's report for DD India. Meanwhile, India solidified their position in the World Test Championship standing with a 5-wicket victory over England in Ranchi, led by Rohit Sharma. India now holds a commanding 3-1 series lead. Their point of percentage rose to 64.58%, widening the gap with Australia and Bangladesh. England struggles at the 8th place with 19.44%. New Zealand leads with 75%. More details in this report. India's dominance in the World Test Championship has reaffirmed as they clinched a decisive 5-wicket triumph over England in the 4-test showdown in Ranchi. Guided by astute leadership of Rohit Sharma, Indian squad now boasts an unassailable 3-1 lead in the epic 5-match test series. With this hard-earned victory, India's point percentage surged from 59.52 to an imposing 64.58, further distancing themselves from 3rd and 4th place contenders, Australia 55% and Bangladesh 50%. In the fiercely contested WTC rankings, meanwhile, England languished in the 8th spot with a meagre point percentage of 19.44%, narrowly escaping the bottom berth currently occupied by Sri Lanka, who are yet to etch their mark in the World Test Championship. In this ongoing WTC campaign, India has showcased their mettle in 8 tests, celebrating triumphs in 5 encounters, enduring 2 setbacks and settling for a draw in 1 battle. England's ambitious Bazball strategy appears to have yielded scant rewards, with the visitors securing victories in just 3 clashes while succumbing to defeat in 5 and settling for a draw in 1 outing thus far. Meanwhile, New Zealand reigns supreme atop the standing with an impressive 75 percentage points despite having competed in only 4 tests so far. In the quest of WTC glory, teams vie for a bounty of points, with 12 awarded for triumph, 6 for a tie and 4 for a stalemate. Rankings are determined based on the percentage of points secured. The coveted WTC final, slated for 2025 at the iconic Lord's Cricket Ground, awaits the top 2 contenders, promising an epic showdown of cricketing prowess. India's journey in the WTC has been marked by both triumph and heartbreaks since format's inception.
While they suffered defeat at the hands of New Zealand in the inaugural championship final, they endured another setback against Australia in the subsequent edition. As the fifth and final test looms in Dharamshala, commencing on March 7, India eyes a golden opportunity to solidify their grip on the second position, an inch closer to redemption in the WTC arena. Naren Singh's report for DD India.
The Hero India Open, country's national open and flagship golf tournament, is returning to usher a new era in Indian golf with an enhanced prize purse and several first-time incentives. The 2024 edition of the Hero Indian Open will be held between March 28 to 31, 2024 at Gurugram on the outskirts of New Delhi. The tournament, now in its 57th edition, will carry a record prize purse of $2.25 million and will be a part of Asian swing, bringing added benefits for the swing champion. Leading the field will be former champion Anirban Lahiri, who won in 2015, Shiv Kapoor, three-time DP World Tour winner Nicolas Koslat of Belgium, and new exciting talent Kazumi Kobori of New Zealand.
So the Hero Indian Open 2024 is going to be played at the DLF Golf and Country Club in Gurugram from March 28th to 31st. The prize purse is 2.25 million US. If you remember, when Hero MotoCorp came on board as the title sponsor back in 2005, the prize purse was $300,000. So if you really look at it, over the past 20 years, the prize purse has grown 7.5 times. Over the past 20 years, Hero Indian Open, which is the national open, has grown by leaps and bounds. Our association with the DP World Tour is now 10 years old, which is the second biggest tour in the world.
We are into the Indian Open week very, very soon. Very excited to play this event. It's happening on DLF Golf and Country Club, and it's sponsored by Hero. So I think it's a great combination, and it's our national open happening in DLF, which is a golf course of a certain stature. You have to play well. You have to be very, very consistent with your shots, and I'm excited. Let's see how it goes.
Now shifting focus to football, Paul Pogba, the former Manchester United midfielder, has been slapped with a 4-year football ban for failing a drug test last August. The 30-year-old tested positive for testosterone after a game against Udinese while playing for Juventus.
Former Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba has been handed a 4-year ban from football after failing a drug test last August. The 30-year-old tested positive for testosterone after Juventus' first game of the season against Udinese and was given his hefty punishment by anti-doping prosecutor's office in Italy on Thursday. Pogba's lawyers had rejected a plea deal and hoped to get their client a lighter sentence after claiming he'd accidentally ingested a substance that caused the positive test. However, the prosecution did not believe Pogba's defense, and he has now been given a ban that could potentially end his career. Pogba has confirmed his intention to appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. Pogba will turn 31 next month, meaning he would not be able to return to the pitch until he is almost 35 unless his appeal is successful. Pogba's suspension completes a dramatic fall from grace for a player who was once the most expensive footballer in the world. After coming through United's academy, Pogba moved to Juventus on a free transfer in 2012 and proceeded to win 4 straight Serie A titles. This convinced the Red Devils to bring him back to Old Trafford in 2016 for a world record fee of £89 million. Pogba won the World Cup with France 2 years later, scoring in the final against Croatia, but struggled to hit the same heights at the club level. During his 6-year stay in England, Pogba won Europa League, League Cup with United, but failed to turn them into Premier League title contenders. His final gaze saw him limp off after 10 minutes as United slumped to a dismal 4-0 defeat against bitter rival Liverpool at Anfield. He left 13-time Premier League champions on a free transfer for the second time in 2022 to go back to Juventus as he aimed to resurrect his career. But his first year back in Turin proved disastrous as he missed the majority of the campaign due to injury. Pogba started just one game all season after being sidelined with knee, groin and hamstring problems. He was named on the bench for the opening match of the 2023-24 season but was an unused substitute in their 3-0 win at Udinese. Following that match, he returned a test that has led to him receiving a 4-year ban. The substance found in his system was DHEA, which can naturally boost the levels of testosterone. Pogba requested for his B sample to be tested, but this also came back positive in October, leading to Juventus contemplating terminating his contract. He was adamant from the start that he had no idea how the substance had got into his system and that he had not been looking to gain a sporting advantage. There was also a previous case in Serie A that suggested Pogba may not receive such a severe sanctions. Sports Desk, DD India.
Staying with football, Liverpool lifted League Cup beating Chelsea 1-0 in the dying moments of the game. It was third cup victory for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool over Chelsea in 2 years.
English soccer club Liverpool clinched their record-extending 10th English League Cup trophy on Sunday, beating Chelsea 1-0 in the final at Wembley. The fierce end-to-end battle saw captain Virgil van Dijk score in extra time to win for Liverpool. Virgil's winner in the 28th minute settled a tense clash that had ended 0-0 in regulation. Both sides had goal ruled out after long VAR checks, with Raheem Sterling's first half effort for Chelsea cancelled out because Nicholas Jackson was offside in the build-up, while Van Dijk's second half header was disallowed for an infringement by Wataru Indo. Both teams also hit the post, Liverpool's Cody Gakpo in the first half and Chelsea's Conor Gallagher in the second. With this trophy, Jurgen Klopp clinched an 8th piece of major silverware at Liverpool and ensured that he will not end his final year at the club empty-handed.
Oh, come on. This, what we see here today, is so exceptional. We might never see again, and not because I'm on the sideline, because these things don't happen in football. I got taught outside that there's an English phrase: "You don't win trophies with kids." I didn't know that. Yeah, right in you. It is in my longer careers than mine, but in my more than 20 years, easily the most special trophy I ever won.
Klopp will step down at the end of the season, but victory in the League Cup has set his team on course for an improbable quadruple of trophies. On asked on his pride in winning the final having to rely on some academy players, Klopp said he is very proud on everybody that are involved in the group.
Sometimes I get asked if I'm proud of this, proud of that, proud of that. And it's really tricky. I don't know. I wish I could feel pride more often. Just don't do. Tonight, it was an overwhelming feeling. I was, oh my God, what's going on here? I was proud on everybody involved in everything here. I was proud of our people for the way they pushed us. I was proud of the staff for creating this kind of atmosphere surrounding where these boys can just do what they are best at. I was proud of our academy. I was proud of my coaches. I was proud of so many things.
Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino, on the other hand, said his players need to feel the pain on giving away the game in the final moments.
They need to feel the pain like us, and of course, they need to realize that we need to work more. We need to do better things. We need to improve, and to compete in this level. Again, a team that is in the last 5, 6, 7 years is competing for big things. It's about to arrive here first and then feel, what it means to play for a big trophy.
It was the third cup victory for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool over Chelsea in 2 years. The Reds winning the league and FA Cups in 2022 after goalless draw and penalty shootouts. They currently lead the Premier League table and is still in contention for the FA Cup and Europa League.
So after triumph in the League Cup, Liverpool continued their winning run as they defeated Southampton 3-0 to set up an FA Cup quarter-final tie with Manchester United. Lewis Comas scored in the 44th minute before fellow youngster Jadon Dance hammered a brace. Lewis Comas opened the scoring at the Anfield when collected Bobby Clark's pass and found the bottom corner with a shot that deflected off Saints captain Jack Stephens a minute before the break. After replacing Comas in the second half, Dance ran on to Harvey Elliott's pass to score with a lovely dink finish in front of the Kop. With this win, Liverpool has now progressed in the quarter-finals where they will meet Manchester United. Meanwhile, Conor Gallagher scored a last-minute winner as Chelsea snatched a dramatic victory over Leeds United to move into the FA Cup quarter-finals. A thrilling fifth-round tie at Stamford Bridge looked to be heading towards extra time before England international was free in the penalty area and lifted a finish past Ilan Massier. The win keeps Chelsea's hopes of winning a trophy alive. After they lost 1-0 to Liverpool in the League Cup final, Mauricio Pochettino's side will return to Wembley for FA Cup semi-final if they win at home against Championship leaders Leicester City in the last stage in March. Cristiano Ronaldo has been suspended for one match after appearing to make an obscene gesture following Al Sahab's win, the Disciplinary and the Ethics Committee of the Saudi Football Federation said on Wednesday. After the final whistle on Sunday, social media videos captured Ronaldo cupping his ear before repeatedly making an obscene gesture, with the action appearing to be directed at the rival supporters. In the background, chants of Messi could be heard, referencing Ronaldo's long-term football rival from Argentina. The committee said the Portuguese star would have to pay a fine of $2,666 to Saudi Football Federation and $5,333 to Al Sahab to cover the costs of the complaint filing fees. The committee said the decision is not subject to appeal. As the countdown for the Paris Olympic Games 2024 continues, the athletes can finally catch a glimpse of the place that will serve as their abode for the duration of the marquee quadrennial event. The athletes' village, commonly known as the Olympic Games Village, was officially inaugurated in Paris on Thursday. Nearly 15,000 athletes from all over the world will stay in the village for Paris Olympics and Paralympics.
With Paris Olympics 2024 just round the corner, French President Emmanuel Macron inaugurated the 2024 Olympic Village and praised the legacy the Games will leave to Paris, including a swimmable river. The keys to the 52-hectare athletes' village just north of Paris, along with Seine, were officially handed to the Olympics organizers on Thursday. It will host some 14,500 athletes and their staff before welcoming 9,000 for the Paralympics.
I know this is a very emotional day for all of you. I want to tell you how proud we are collectively, how very proud I am of all the work you have done. You did it on time, you did it on budget, you did it with environmental and social exemplary standards. Our athletes will be able to spend the games in the best conditions. We will welcome the whole world here thanks to you. But above all, you have contributed to changing the lives of the residents of tomorrow in these towns, in this department, this metropolitan area, this region. And that's what will stay too. And collectively, we are all participating in the adventure of a century because we know that the Olympic and the Paralympic Games are once in a century. And I believe I can say that what you achieved in these conditions will have marked the century.
Paris has been working on cleaning up the Seine so that people can swim in it again, as was the case during the 1900 Paris Olympics. But a severe problem last summer led to the cancellation of pre-Olympic swimming event. The city has now promised to make the river clean enough for swimming by 2025. After the Olympic Games, the village will be transformed into an eco-friendly neighborhood benefiting 6,000 residents and featuring 2 schools, a hotel, a public park, shops and offices, plus planted areas for pedestrians and non-motorized vehicles. Sports Desk, DD India.
Sports 360 Degree is your one-stop destination to the heartbeat of sports, blending news, analysis and nostalgia. That's all in this edition of the Sports 360. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us every week as we bring you the pulse of sports world. Until then, stay healthy and keep cheering your favorite athletes and teams. Namaskar.